Welcome to part 3 for SBI Clerk Quants question from 2023. Today we look at two types of question, one from mixtures and allegation and one from profit and loss, cost price, selling price, market price from those chapters. For each of the questions, I'll teach today a particular unique method that we can use to quickly solve this type of questions without making any silly mistakes in a logical following a constructive approach. Let's get started with the first question. 48 liters mixture contains milk and water in the ratio 3 is to 1 respectively. 10 liters mixture is taken out and 20-liter water is added in remaining mixture. Find the difference between milk and water in final mixture. For this type of questions, we will construct a table. In the table, we'll have yes. In the table, we'll have first column as stages, or in which stage my mixture is. Second column, or the number of columns following this, would be all the constituent properties or the constituent individual items, all the constituent individual items that make up that mixture. For example, our mixture is made up of only two constituent items, that is milk and water. And the final column would be total. That will help us keep a tally on the uh, total volume of mixture in liters in each step. So first stage is my original mixture that is given in our question. Original mixture. Here total we have 3 is to 1 ratio, uh, 3 parts milk and 1 part water. So there are total 4 parts, 4 units, and this corresponds to 48 liters. In out of that 4 units, we have 3 units milk, that is 3 units 3 units out of 4 units of 48 liter is our milk, and one part of the total, that is one part of the total 4 units is my water, that is 36 liter milk and 12 liters water, right? 10 liter mixture is taken out and 20 liter water is added. 10 liter mixture is taken out. We'll do in steps. First, this operation is taken care. We'll do one operation at a time. First operation is 10 liter mixture is taken out. We'll do the calculation for only this operation right now. So my stage 2, that is 10 liters of water taken out. 10 liters is taken out, that is why I've given a minus sign for easier understanding. Now 10 liters from the whole mixture is taken out. That means my ratio in which milk and water will be getting out of the original mixture is still in the ratio is 3 to 1. Hence 3 part of 3 part out of 4 parts of milk will be taken out from this 10 liter, and 1 part out of that 4 uh, total units will be taken out in this 10 liter as well. So this is 2.5 liters and this is 7.5 liter, right? This is my stage 2. At this stage, what is my remaining milk? This is taken out, this is taken out. What is my remaining milk? Hence subtraction. What is my remaining here? Remaining is 36 minus 7.5 is 28.5 liters. 28.5 liters milk, and 12 minus 2.5 is 9.5. 9.5 liter water is remaining. Right. And in this stage, now we'll focus on the second operation that has been done on my mixture. 20 liter 20 liters of water is added in the remaining mixture. So this is my remaining mixture. In this 20 liters of pure water, only water is added. So plus 20 liter is added. Now what is my mixture? Now my mixture becomes 28.5 liters of milk and 20 plus 9, that is 29.5 liters of water is there. That is my current scenario. Now what is has been asked, find the difference between the milk and water in the final mixture. Difference between milk and water, we can clearly see there is an 1 liter more water in the final mixture. 28.5 and 29.5, hence my difference is 1 liter of extra water we have, hence 1 liter is my answer. So if we follow this structure of making a table and going step by step, stages by stages of my mixture, so and if we just focus on only one operation at a time, and after each operation we'll calculate what is the status of my original mixture. If we follow just this structure, then no question will be wrong. This will be completely correct conceptually without memorizing any formulas. Uh, let's focus on the next question now. The selling price of an article is 60% of its marked price and shopkeeper gets a profit of 20%. Okay, before we start this question, I want to teach a concept that in this type of questions of profit and loss where there is a cost price, selling price, marked price, discount, profit, loss, these are all involved. Consider an imaginary number line, an imaginary number line, okay, where my starting point is 0, that is rupees 0, rupees 0, number line of my rupees, and somewhere in this number line there would be a cost price. It is that price. Let's say a shopkeeper has bought uh, now one dress for the price of rupees 1000, okay, uh, and that dress he decided to mark up the price to a marked price. Let's say he has decided to mark up the 1000 rupees shirt to uh, 1500 rupees. That will become his mark price. He bought at rupees 1000 and he thought that he will make a profit of 500. That's why he thought of marking the price as 1500 rupees with the hope that he'll make a profit of 500 rupees. But for some reason the dress that he bought to sell, it was not getting sold easily. So during the festive season, Walter decided that I'll give a discount. So when a discount is given, my marked price will get reduced. That is the meaning of discount, right? Hence, after giving the discount, he sold the shirt at a selling price of, let's say, 1200. So that means he gave a discount of 300 rupees. Discount of 300. He gave a discount of 300 rupees, but still making a profit of 200 rupees. That's right. Hence, profit is always calculated. Hence, profit is always calculated on cost price, and discount is always calculated on from marked price. From marked price, right? So this is the concept. And uh, let's say if my profit is let's say 20% my profit is there. If my cost price is at 1, then if my cost prices were taking as 1, then our selling price would be 1.2, because we're adding plus 20%. We're going higher from cost price to selling price. We're going higher on the number line that we have created. That's why adding. But discount on the other hand that we calculate on marked price, we're reducing from the marked price. That will subtract. If my discount is, let's say, 10%, then if my marked price is 1, then with respect to marked price, my selling price would be after discount 1 minus 10%, that is 1 minus 10%, that is 1 minus 0.1, that is 0.9. Hence we subtract it. Um, it will be 0.9 of marked price, and it would have, and for the profit it would have been 1.2 times of cost price. These two values are exactly same, because one value I am coming from a lower CP by increasing, adding zero point 0.2 to reach CP, and one value from a higher value from marked price, we're coming back on the number line to a lower value on CP and converging on this one single point, and converging on this one single point, that is selling price. So this is the concept that I want you to learn. Now moving on the question. Okay, now let's focus on the question. Let's read the question. What does it say? The selling price of an article uh, is 60% of its marked price, and the shopkeeper gets a profit of 20%. So if we make the number line, the selling price of an article is 60% of its marked price. So if this is my marked price, um, this is my zero value on the number line of the cost, 60% of marked price, this is my selling price. That means how much discount has been given? Of 40%, minus 40% with respect to marked price. Focus on this part. With respect to marked price, you have given 40%. That means if marked price my 1 minus 40%, 40% is 0 0.4. So 1 minus 0 0.4 is 0 0.6. Is my selling price. So if my marked price is 1, selling price is 0.6. And if shopkeeper sells the article at its marked price, then the shopkeeper gets a profit of 20% again. So profit is always calculated on what? Cost price. On cost price, profit is always calculated. So with respect to cost price, my profit was 20%. Profit is plus 20%. So if my cost price is 1, with respect to that, 1 plus 0 0.2, 20% means 20 by 100, that is 0 0.2. 1 plus 0 0.2 is 1.2, would be my selling price, right? It says if shopkeeper sells the article at its marked price, if the shopkeeper would have sold its item at this marked price, then the difference between the cost price and the marked price, then the difference between cost price and the marked price, this value is 140 rupees. 140 rupees. This is what has been given to us, right? So uh, if we take my so what will be my marked price? Marked price, then wouldn't it be my cost price plus 140 from the number line, right? uh, till this much is my cost price, from there 140 rupees more, this is my will become my mark price then, right? If that is so the case, uh, now we'll form the equation. How will form the equation? We'll form the equation in terms of SP, because By making a profit of 20% and giving a discount of 40%, we are arriving to my SP from both the sides. So we'll write the equation, one from the perspective of cost price and again one from the perspective of market price, and then equate them. That is how we'll form the equation. So if we take with respect to cost price, my selling price would be 1.2 times of CP. That would be my selling price. And also with respect to marked price, what would be my selling price? 0 0.6 of marked price. That would be again my selling price, and these two terms would be equal. And we can replace the value of marked price from here. We'll get 1.2 into CP is equal to 0.6 into CP plus 140, which implies 1.2 CP is equal to 0.6 CP plus 0.6 into 140. 1.2 CP minus 0.6 CP, if we bring it on the left hand side of the equal to sign, we will get 0.6 CP is equal to 0.6 into 140. I'll cut the 0.6, which gives us that CP is rupees 140. This is my answer. So, in this type of questions, form the number line and uh, write the names on the number line, which is my cost price, which is my selling price, which is my marked price, and on what percentage of profit on CP, discount on marked price, loss will again from CP. If we talk about loss, uh, how loss will again calculated just as profit. Loss is also calculated in terms of uh, with respect to CP. In that case, loss is also, since we're making a loss, we are getting a lower value than the price that the shopkeeper has bought the shirt for. Hence, it will be minus L. So, if let's say he has made a loss of 5%, minus 5%, that means if my cost price is 1 minus 5%, that is 0.95. 0.95 would be my then new SP where I have made loss. So as per the question, form this number line and you can solve any question of this type conceptually by visualizing from the number line. I hope that is clear.